Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Shenanigans. I'm your host, Caroline Cunningham.
And I'm your host, Mike Flannery. Today we welcome a band straight from Ireland that knows how to turn any room into a full-on party, blending high-energy folk along with Irish vibes. They've been lighting up stages and getting people on their feet everywhere they go, and today we welcome them to the Lanigans on the South Side.
So grab a drink, turn it up, and get ready, because today we are diving into the music of the Whistlin Donkeys. Welcome to Chicago. So welcome, guys. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Gardner.
And I'm going to have them introduce themselves because there's a lot of them. So we'll go over here.
Oscar, I play the drums.
I was just going to say, what do you play? Thank you. Thank you.
Stephen, I play guitar.
Tomas, I play the banjo.
Mickey, I play the fiddle.
Ryan, I play the bass.
I'm Fergal, I'm the singer.
Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Let's have a cheers. Start. Why not? I mean, it's Friday night, right?
Yeah, Friday night.
All right, guys. So tell us, you're from Tyrone, and what brings you to Chicago?
Gillick Park.
Yeah.
So we have a gig tomorrow night in Gillick Park, and it's our first time here in Chicago. And so I say we're first time here, and we're just seen it on the map. We says we'll go to Chicago.
Yes. Check it off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna love Gaelic Park. It's unreal.
Yeah,
like it is an unreal venue. It is unmatched, I think. And you'll know. I mean, you'll see it. You'll see it tomorrow.
Hopefully, yep.
Yeah.
We'll see it tomorrow.
So guys, you go on a tour after this? Is it just into Chicago, back home again?
It is. This time it's as I say, a one-hit wonder. We're over for the gig in Gillick Park. We fly home again. But next week we fly back to New York, and then we're there for 3 nights. Back home again then on the Monday as well.
Oh my gosh.
So now you guys are all professional musicians. This is your full-time job, right? So
strong word, professional. It is, yeah. That's right.
So how did you guys get together? Was it like, were you friends and you decided, we're going to go out and start a band? Or were you all individual musicians that said, let's form a band here? How did you get together?
Sort of friends grew up.
Hi, me and Stevie went to school together. So
I mean, when I was a club, I used to give Fergal away bittings.
Did you?
You know, he's young,
Who was like for TV? He lives over the H from me, so we would have messed about through school and stuff. And then Tomas lives in the same parish as us as well, so we sort of snowballed from there. As I say, picked up 1 or 2 of these other lads then, and so we went on.
But you're all from the same county. You're all Tyrone.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So I asked one of you guys earlier, anyone know Plum Bridge?
Yeah.
I know people from
Had a
Plum
couple
Bridge.
good gigs in Plum Bridge over the years, actually.
And I got to tell this story before I go on. I have a friend, I lived in Philadelphia for a while, and I had good friends that are from Tyrone, and they were from Plum Bridge. And my one friend lost his wife. They were great family friends. So I called him tonight, and I said, we're talking to the Whistlin Donkeys tonight. And I go, they're from Tyrone. I go, what can I ask him about Tyrone or whatever? And he said, you know the funny thing? He goes, I met my new fiance at a Whistlin Donkeys concert in 2019.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
because Philly is full of people from Tyrone.
You're
You're going to attract a lot of people there. So I thought that was a good story. I was asking Caroline if I could say it, and she said, just don't go on for an hour.
Charlie's the boss, is she?
They got a dinner. They got a dinner to get to. Chicago Cut, our favorite. Wait, we have to talk about the name. Where did that name come from? It's so bizarre.
I don't know. I suppose we're always trying to maybe decide a name for the band.
Yeah.
I think me and Fergal and Tomas spent about 4 hours in the house one evening, trying to get a name, and I couldn't get a name. And then at the last minute, I think it just, as the guys were leaving the house, I just says, I've got it. I says, it's the Whistlin Donkeys. And we all bust out laughing, thinking that's never going to happen. But
And then it's done. Right.
just got, it was,
Were you drunk? Were you drunk?
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
Were you or are you?
Yeah, were you and are you?
Still is.
Still having us over for that.
Yes and yes.
13 years.
I love it. And so you guys have how many albums? You have 4? 4 albums?
4, yeah.
4?
I think
Yeah, 4. 5?
4 or 5.
4 or 5. A lot.
I don't know.
And you write your own music, and then you play traditional covers, right?
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Do you know what, guys? I've read about musicians, and what they say is with Spotify and all of these things, so it's hard to make money out of basically albums, that you got to tour. Do you find the same thing? That you got to be on the road? That's,
I I'd say like we've been fortunate with Spotify. Like there's a lot of people have come across our music from all over the world. We probably never would have reached if it hadn't been for Spotify. And I know they take a bad rep, but there is that side of it for us that I see, like like YouTube and Spotify. They're not. You're not going to make any kind of money off them, but they are good for getting your name out.
Like exposure, right?
Yeah. Let's see. We might never have been here if it hadn't.
Yeah, I know. Right. So cool. I was going to ask you. Oh, so tomorrow you're playing at Gaelic Park. I think a good question would be, because I know, like in Ireland, you are, they're jam packing places, to see you guys. So, like, what do you think the difference is, since you've played in America before, like the difference between an American audience and an Irish audience?
Mickey, you need that.
Oh, come on, Mickey.
Come on, Mickey.
I'm not sure how to answer that. Yeah,
more tame,
Irish crowds
maybe.
are probably sick looking at us.
No,
no, I don't.
They
mean
love
that.
you.
I don't mean that, but it's nice when we come here because we're not here that
Right.
often. Yeah, that's
Right.
what I mean by that.
Right.
And
Definitely
there's
listen here more.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. They're a lot more appreciative of us being here.
Okay, yeah.
So I think that's something.
Okay,
Like, yeah.
all right.
So we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show.
Now,
We're
guys,
excited.
who would you say your musical influences were? Like, would you say you're all into the same kind of music? Was it heavy metal? Was it traditional Irish music? Was it a bit of both? Because I see your Iron Maiden t-shirt down over there.
Yeah, that was a pre-mark special. I got it was like £6, so that's why.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably. I always say like it's nearly like those three music. Myself and Stevie probably would have been reared with the likes of the Dubliners and
Right.
Moore and all that, and then Oscar and Danny, like Ryan's filling in for Danny this weekend, but they would have played more of the sort of rock stuff right there, whereas Mickey and Tom would have been reared on trad music, the tunes and stuff. So
Good mixture,
it's a big sort of mixed bag.
Right.
It's a unique blend, like everyone sort of brings their
Right, brings their own thing.
their own sort
But
of
that's
background.
like coming back. I mean, like Kingfisher, Amble, I mean, all of that is coming back. I think
Yeah.
they've won a ton of awards too.
Yeah, all those guys have like changed the sort
Right,
of landscape
totally.
of Irish music totally
It's
in the
unreal.
last year or two. Yeah, they're
Even just seeing their
Unbelievable.
concerts here, like it started with like 50 people. Then it was
Wow.
200 people. Now it's 10,000 people. Like it's insane to see it. You guys are next. You're next.
We got in the ground. Well,
Yeah, we got it. We got
I
it.
would say
No.
not the ground floor.
In
We
Chicago.
got
In
on, like,
Chicago.
the 10th floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, on the 10th floor. Guys, what year did you get together? What year did you actually start as a band and quit your jobs and say, this is what we're doing? And do you remember where you were when you did this?
We were together. We were together a long time before we actually decided. I only quit my job in 2020.
Oh.
So when we had been going for a good 8-9 years, I'd say before
Right.
that, like
2011, I think it was it?
we got together.
2011.
So as I say, I only packed it in 2020.
In our podcast, what we are trying to do is promote, I'm not saying promote Gaelic games, but just shed a bit of light on it. I got a question. Who writes your music? I bet you it's you. Or Tomas.
We all do. We all do. Bits
It's Ryan. Ryan.
but that's something where I say we're going to try and lean into a bit more this year as the original stuff. But we all try to do mess about bits and pieces of it. But it's a team effort. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say it would be hard. to
You
do.
said it yourself about keeping Irish music alive, and I think that's sort of keeping the old stuff that Stevie and Fergal might have grown up with.
You
more
fucking say we're old.
I'm talking like stuff from the 50s and 60s, But that's what we've been focusing on for like the last 10 or so years, and it's the last year or two. Then we've sort of decided to push the original music,
Like the
a lot
traditional,
more,
yeah.
and start writing. So, yeah.
Cool.
And writing music, I have always figured about a band. And the thing is, when you write music, you're doing your thing. How do you consistently write great music and keep, like, even credit to yourselves? Like, how many bands are successful? Very, very few that are even touring, right? How do you stay relevant? How do you write this? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you look at Ireland's greatest band. I don't know if you'd agree, but U2 I would consider as Ireland's greatest band, right? But how they consistently could pack a stadium from the mid '80s to 2026 and then pack out for 5 nights here in Chicago.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I know.
It's unreal.
It's a tough.
Get ready.
It's a tough
Get
one.
ready.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
I always say it's a good looks to me, you know, just
Right, for sure.
You're a
For
handsome
sure.
girl, I'll say that.
Yes.
very
100%.
very good looking guy, you know.
They're all going to be Googling you tomorrow. Who is Steven?
Who is Steven?
From Whistlin Donkeys.
Stevie the Great.
Stevie the Great.
Isn't it great with the internet now, especially if you're doing a podcast, you can just Google it.
Yeah, just Google.
And you know everything.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a little strange.
But you know what was funny? When we were sitting here before we got started, I heard you singing. And you were just singing away, getting ready, right? Do you do that a lot?
I
Like,
do.
Yeah.
I could get some people's nerves.
Not at all.
Even when I was working on the site, my father, God rest him, used to say that when I went out to work in the morning, I was singing, and he says when I came home in the evenings, I was still singing. So I never stopped. But
I think we have a-
sometimes these boys just like listen to radio in the van, but they can't hear it from
Well,
me
do you
singing.
know what's brilliant, guys? You got a great chemistry between you. And I think that's brilliant. I'm not,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I just think you all get along, and that's got to make for a band, right? You know, you all like each other, right?
Big part of it.
Sometimes,
when you're on the
right?
road, like it's spending
Yeah.
weekends together, and
Yeah.
that's the way.
Right?
But
You
it's
have to
all
like
different.
each other.
It's been the same lineup for like 10 years.
Yeah.
That's
you know,
great.
So, and there's not a lot of bands in our sort of sphere that we stuff that we do that have kept the same lineup
Right.
for that long.
Right.
They're breaking up and whatever,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, or just replacing members, or
Right.
people come and go. But with us, it's been good that there's
That's great.
good chemistry, like you said.
Right?
I think you had a super fan here that had a request.
Kian?
Kian, come on over. Here he is. What did you want to ask them?
Can you play Bees Wing, please?
I know, how
Please,
could you turn him
please,
down, guys?
please,
Please.
please.
All right.
So good. Oh, yeah.
I was 18 when I came to town. They called it the summer of love. They were burning babies, burning flags, and the hawks against the dove. I took a job at the Stephen right down on Caldrum Street, and I fell in love with a laundry girl that was working next to me. Brown hair zigzagged around her face, and a look of half surprise, like a fox caught in the headlights. There was animal in her eyes. She said to me, "Oh, can't you see, I'm not the factory kind, and if you don't take me out of here, I lose my mind." She was a rare thing, as fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, "So long as there's no price in love, I'll stay. Wouldn't want me any other way." We busked around the market towns from picking down in Kent. We could tinker pots and pans and knives wherever we went. And I said to her, "We'll settle down and get a few acres dug, with a fire burning in the hearth and bobbies on the road." She said, "Oh man, you foolish man, that surely sounds like hell. You might be lord of half the world, you'll not own me as well." She was a rare thing, as fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, "So long as there's no price in love, I'll stay. You wouldn't want me any other way." We were camping down the Gower one time, and the work was mighty good. She wouldn't wait for the harvest, I thought we should. We were drinking more in those days, our tempers reached a pitch. Like a fool I let her on the way when she took the rambling bitch. And the last I heard, she's living rough, back in the Derby beat, with a bottle of white horse in her pocket, a wolf hound at her feet. they say that she got married once to a man called Romany Brown. Even the gypsy caravan's too much like settling down. They say her rose is faded, rough weather and hard mood. Maybe that's the price you pay for the chains that you refuse. She was a rare thing, as fine as a bee's wing. I miss her more than ever words can say. If I could just taste all of her wildness now, if I could hold